us your name and tell us about your project.
Hello, my name is Sir Arthur Eddington, and I performed the first experimental test of Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity. Our goal was to prove a fourth dimension continuum called space-time, showing that space and time are relative. Gravitational fields could cause warps in space and time, proving gravity is part of the space-time continuum. The results propelled Einstein to fame and stardom in the world of physics. They even triumphed over the traditional Newtonian physics. We led an experiment to measure the true position of the stars of Hades star cluster during the total solar eclipse on May 29, 1919.
What were you guys trying to do or find?
Our goal during this experiment was to photograph the stars during a total solar eclipse, so that the light would not be bent due to the sun's gravitational field on its way to Earth. This would allow accurate measurements of the star's position and the ability to compare the position of the stars of Hades star cluster during the eclipse to the bent position due to the sun's gravitational field, which is not during an eclipse.
Where did the project or experiment occur?
The experiment occurred in two locations: Principe, which is a remote island off of the west coast of Africa in the Gulf of Guinea, and Sobral, Brazil. The second location was in case there was cloud cover in Principe. However, both locations had clear skies during the totality of darkness.
What other significant events were happening in the world at that time?
In 1919, several things were happening in the world. The Treaty of Versailles formally ended World War I. The League of Nations was formed. The rotary dial telephone was officially invented. The Grand Canyon National Park was established by Congress. The first pop-up toaster was invented. And the 18th and 19th Amendments were being passed in the United States, as Prohibition was ratified, and the right to vote for women was passed by Congress and sent to the states for ratification.
Who else was involved in the project?
In this project, we were testing Einstein's theory. My superior, Sir Frank W. Dyson, proposed this expedition. I went with a colleague, Cottingham, to the island of Principe, which is off the coast of Africa, and Charles Davidson and Andrew Crommelin went to Sobral, Brazil.
What was your role in the project?
During this experiment, I was part of the team photographing on Principe during the 6 minutes of total eclipse darkness. Later, I returned to England to confirm Einstein's predictions from the data collected.
What impact did your project have on the physics community?
This propelled Einstein, a relative newcomer in the science field, to celebrity status nearly overnight. He was on the front page of major newspapers after my official findings were released later in November. Additionally, in the world of physics, this helped with the development of gravitational lensing, the bending of light around massive objects, which is a very important tool in astrophysics today. Physicists now use it to help try and explain dark matter and the expansion of the universe.
Were there any significant issues that you ran into?
During our expedition to Principe, heavy rain and cloud cover appeared on the day of the eclipse. However, they did clear before the totality of the eclipse. In Brazil, the team faced other issues. In the heat, the metal of the large telescope warped, forcing them to use the smaller 10-centimeter telescope, which was meant to be a backup. Ultimately, the values from Brazil I ended up throwing out because they gave results closer to Newtonian values. This resulted in people questioning the validity of my results. Later in 1922, the experiment was repeated by astronomers at the Lick Observatory in California. Their results supported my results from Principe.